Music Alive, you already know.
Amen. Amen.
So yeah, man, you know, you here with us tonight. We got so much to talk about, brother.
Yes, sir.
Because you were like everywhere these days.
Traveling the world, man.
Traveling the way, you're doing big things. So, you know, for people who don't know you, why don't you tell the audience about who you are, man? Who is Iyaba?
Iyaba Mandingo, painter, writer, actor, playwright, teacher, father, husband, friend, warrior, student.
That's real.
Black man, African,
Right.
West Indian,
Right.
Rastaman.
Right.
I know that's right.
Yeah, and you know, working on grower. Yeah, grower.
Now define growth right now. You know, a lot of artists, you know, they grow in different ways, different directions. Right now, what is growth in from where you're at in terms of your artistic career, man?
Well, let me say one thing first before I even say that. Growth first, man, is what you're doing, what you guys are doing. So congratulations to y'all. I gotta say that.
Appreciate it.
Cause to me, man, that's the revolution, man. That's the revolution. That's the revolution.
Word.
That is the revolution. When you read Chancellor Williams, The Destruction of Black Civilizations,
right,
if you really check what he's talking about at the end of every time he talks about a civilization that's destroyed or falls apart,
right,
he talks about how there's splinter groups of conscious people get together, and they're the ones that create families. That's where the whole arranged marriage comes from. My daughter's got to marry your sons because I know where your brain is at, and I know where your woman brain is at. You understand what I'm saying? So we raising realness. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the revolution right there. That's
real.
That's the thing. That's the magic that we have. That's how we survived the genocide.
No doubt.
Because we got magic. So power. You know,
right now, K-Nicole holding all the magic.
Yeah, but well, you know, I'm gonna tell you. After 5. She owes you time. Make sure she owes you time. Yeah, she owes you time. She gotta sit and let you rap with the youngin. Yeah, you know, play the music, put the earphone, one in the belly and one in your ear. And,
it's on and popping.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why we blasting the music now. We want to make sure a little lady get it now.
Yeah.
She start understanding.
We already have the custody battles until you're all. It's alright. It's fine. Right?
But that's the struggle right there. That's the revolution, y'all. That's the next generation. So Ungawa on that. But man, growth is failure. You know what I'm saying? And that is what I think a lot of artists are afraid of. Growth is falling on your face. It is messing up. It's doing it the wrong way. And then having enough honesty, self-honesty to go, okay, I messed up that right there, but I'm looking at it, and okay, I see I should have did that different. Okay, and I didn't really give that enough time because if I'm being honest, I really didn't focus on that enough. And I rushed that part right there. And the next time you go back at that, there's a growth. You know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of like editing your own life.
Yeah, man. It's the push. It's the push past the comfortableness. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so I seen you rock a stage, and I know you rock a stage, but just the way you put your lines together, you sound like a playwright. So when I'm gonna hear you try a play, or when I'm gonna hear you try, you know what I'm saying, something a little wider than, you know what I mean? So that's growth, man. It is the push past the comfortableness. You know?
And when did you start to want to push past the point of being comfortable? Because I mean, I've known you for some years. You've been a respected artist for many years, but in the last, I would say maybe 5-6 years particularly, you seem to have kind of like elevated your whole kind of artistic positioning. And I know we're talking as artists, but I mean, this extends beyond the art, obviously. You know, we're talking, you know, personally as well, spiritually as well. So what motivated the change, man? What motivated this growth?
I'm gonna tell you, of course, you know, hindsight being 2020. 9/11 and speaking on that and being arrested and spending some time with Homeland Security and almost being deported or exiled. That whole process, watching the community come behind me and watching the community artists and poets come behind me, the people that did support me, watching the people that ran, that was interesting also. You know what I'm saying? So it was just really a clarifying moment for me. And I remember before that thing happened, I remember saying that you know, all of the heroes that I have in Sheroes, they went through fire, you know what I'm saying? They had to be burnished. And I'm saying to myself, I know I ain't getting no fire yet. And you know, sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for. So I got that, and you know, 3 days into that whole lockup thing, because I know I look like I should, you know, I could do prison thing. But I'm a pacifist, you know, by heart. So the whole thug, mean, you know what I'm saying? That was not my cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? But 3 days into it, I sort of got that, remember, you know, like the ancestors reminded me that, you know, hey, look, you know, you want this mission, you accepted this charge from us,
right?
So you're gonna have to get tested. And I realized that, and it became this cool place to be, and being in there. And then once I came out, you know, trying to put everything in perspective was like, you know, the thing that really sort of, next thing you know, and next thing you know, you know what I'm saying? The play went from like me doing a one-man thing where it's just like some poems and me kind of doing these little connectors between the poems and painting, to me really like being honest and telling my story, you know what I'm saying? Like the parts that I don't want to tell, and the parts that are embarrassing, and the parts that I struggle with, and the parts when I was still Kenny the Cruz, you know what I'm saying? The kid with the issues about his complexion and his lips and his nose, and you know, all of those things. And so that's where the growth came from, man. And then just, you know, I mean, it's the time, and you know it's like it's here, you know what I mean?
Right.
That whole thing that we're talking about, you know, where our ancestors, I like to put it like that,
right?
The ones that were, the Africans that were captured, when they sat back and thought about, man, I hope a day comes.
Right.
We are them. You know what I'm saying? It's the beginning of a century, and we're those people. In 100 years or 200 years, whatever those people that are walking the earth think of our time, especially the 21st century, is going to fall on our shoulders.
Right.